Good afternoon. Welcome back to more blueprints. All right. In this stream or video, my goal is to get the room or the throne of the blueprints and carry on. So yesterday I used the Blessing of the Monk to sit in the secret passage. However, if I use the ability to draft green rooms more often, I should be able to get the Solarium, and then I can get the throne of the blueprints, which would be nice. Now, I'm not sure if the throne of the blueprints has a specific drafting area, but I will say that I remember drafting it a lot on rank 5 and above when I first played the game. Like, it would just start spawning then. So maybe there's some correlation with that, but we'll see. How many stars do I have? Okay. I wasn't sure if I wanted to take that right away, but I'll give it a shot. I mean, I guess. I'll give it a shot because I figured that maybe it'll help. I haven't seen the East Wing Hall in a long ass time. Oh my god. Let's first draft the East Wing. Maybe I can make the dining room somewhere here. The Great Hall or the Aquarium. This seems like a safer bet. Okay, I'm finding quite a lot of these today, but that's okay because I do have the gems for it. Not yet. I haven't found a single item yet, so that's also very important. Okay. So already we're getting rid of 4 green rooms. We got 5 left. I'll make the gymnasium only because it's just a way forward. But I'm not going to go through it. I'll find another way around. Interesting. The game is very adamant about me going in that direction, but I think I'll actually take the rotunda. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want access to the left side from two ends. This is tough. I think I'll take the terrace though. That'll help me out in the long run. Even though I've already drafted like half of them, but still. Oh, there we go. Okay. And not a single time did I find an item in a green room, which is actually very surprising. But since both of those are dead ends, I don't need to worry about that anymore. So they can just kind of fuck off. I don't need to connect anything to them. Unless I want to just like dig in them, since they're both green rooms. Of course. The vestibule will be better later on. And this room will be great if I can find a shovel or something. I mean, like, seriously. What's the deal with that? I haven't found anything. This room is, or this generation is so strange today because I feel like I haven't found a single thing. Like, what's with all the items missing? You know, I've never really seen that before. There. Oh, we're not so safe, but like, even still, it's better. I would rather the shovel, but I do have a trunk for the boxes now. Damn, every time. What's going on? Those two things I absolutely do not want. I can't afford to get those under any circumstance. You don't know how much having 0 items cripples you until you actually get it. Then it's like, ah, well. I think this is a fine time to put down the passageway. So I'll do that. And then I'll go this, well, actually I'll go to the left. Vestibule is also fine over here. At this point, it's in like every draft. It's in every draft. Game, please stop doing this. I understand that I'm close to the antechamber, but please. It's locked, of course. And this is where I need to go back and start digging, but I can't do that because I don't have a shovel. And the game hasn't even given me one, which is crazy. Alright, I might as well just check these rooms before I go anywhere. I don't want to spend that many gems on a room, so... I swear I saw something else to interact with. Oh well. Why is the angel hovering over this bed specifically, though? That's what I don't get about this. Like... Where is the shovel at? Oh my god, where is the shovel? Oh, well, I can't go further, so I might as well just take one of these. I mean, this has the possibility to give me a key. And it didn't, to spite me. It actually just did it to spite me, because yesterday it kept spamming keys at me, and now it's not doing that. Ah. The observatory, the weight room. I feel like if I go to the weight room, I'm going to just lose everything. And I do want the treasure trove too, but like, I think this is the best thing I need to do, and then I need to spend the night in here. Honestly, I think that's what I need to do. Yeah. Because this way, I'll be able to get both the rarity in the blue and green rooms if I just keep doing, you know, the green thing. Please point to the right. Yes, okay. Alright. Lion goes in envy. Swan goes in Gluttony. Swan goes in Lust. Dog goes in Mundanity. Bunny goes in Avarice. Elephant goes in Wrath. Bear goes in Sloth. And Monkey goes in Hubris. Alright, never mind. This time I don't really have to worry about the outer room, since I I forgot that the thing is now in there when you just make it, even if you lose it, which is good. I guess I just have to start from the beginning again. Yeah, I won't make the same mistake as I did last time. He says, while the game says, well, you don't have to, because I'm not giving you keys. You're not getting any, the game said. I'm just fair like that. You don't deserve them, said the game. Yeah, I mean, I might as well. Really? What do they want me to make? What can I make? I can make the... Oh, I can't now. I can't make anything. Time for some math. 31 minus 20 is 11. Divided by 11 is... Oh man, that's a lot. 20 plus 6 plus 10 is 36. Divided by 3, that's 12. You get 21 again. Minus 2, that's 19. 14 plus 10 is 24. Flip that, you get 42. Minus 20, you got 22. Divided by 11, you got 2. Key card. Alright. That'll help. That'll help right here. And probably further beyond, too. I don't know, this would have gone off anyway. Conference room attic. Again. It would be kind of annoying if that was there, so I'm just gonna go here. And then this can be anything else. Like, The storeroom. Ah, 2 keys. Perfect. No thanks. I'm actually not going to waste a key on that. I refuse to. Well, I would like to go straight up. I think actually going this way is easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. All right. That's much better. The security room is actually, it's not too pointless. I can raise the amount of doors there are in here. There we go. That might fix a few things. But we'll see. I don't want to use a key for that. Pump room, the conference room. Alright, that's better. Thank God for the conference room. Can we just agree? The conference room is kind of goated. While this would be nice, not yet. Okay. Also not too great. Okay, that's better. To a degree. To a degree. Drafting studio. And of course it's locked by. That's it. There's barely any keys. Oh well. Ugh. What happens if I dropped a major key in here? It won't really do much, will it? What's important though is that... Oh, there we go. I'm sad that there's no, like, link to this, but oh well. Hmm. Mhm. Yes. Good. I saved that specifically for that, and it worked. Okay. Now, this doesn't do anything, but what is important is that I made this room in at all. So now we can sleep here. And then all blue doors will be permanently unlocked. Before I do that though, I'd like to do a little bit of exploring. That's not the dining room. All right, now I need to get to room 8. To do that, there are no links on the right side except for the commissary. So yeah, let's go back. Yeah, I gotta go to the Throne of the Blueprints, into the commissary, into the foundation, and then north into the gallery. Okay. There's the attique, and then there's also the office. Personally, I would just hold out until I can get like the freezer, freeze my accounts, because that would be awesome. But yeah, the Throne of the Blueprints. I didn't expect to make it. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm glad that I did. So now the gems are in this box. If that's true, they're in this box. If it's false, they're in the other 2 boxes. This statement is of no help at all. If that's true... Wait, no, that's false. It's inherently false because if it were true, that would make this false, but that would make this false because it was saying that it's helpful. But this statement is of no help at all, is a false statement because it is helpful. And it's only true, a statement at all will always be true, or a statement at all will always be helpful versus no statement. So this statement is of no help at all is inherently false. This one is true. or false, meaning that this one is also true or false. The gems are in the blue box. If this is false, this is true, and this is true, or this is false and this is false. Well, if this was false, then that would make this false. So it has to be true, unless this is false. If this is false and this is true, then that would make this false. And they can't all be false. So this must be true and this must be true. So the gems are in the blue box. Okay, and of course, like anyone would have thought, I'm actually going to get the observatory only because it's just it's something that'll push me over the edge. All right. Now, I don't really need to go to the outer room because there's nothing for me to do there. All I need to do is just get back to the throne of the blueprints, and that's it. Like, if I go to the outer room, what am I going to make? The secret passage? And then what? You know? Like, I don't think that there's any outer room that'll have anything useful for me that I haven't already done. So that's okay. So I'm going to sleep here, call it a day. Then I'm going to draft it in the outer room in the beginning tomorrow. Ugh. But first, BRB. Sorry that took so long. My controller turned off. I bet it's nighttime in game. No, it's still day. Alright. Hmm. I'm confused. Is the throne of the blueprints not one of the rooms you can sit in? Um, dude, how many times are you gonna... Oh my god. I'm really confused. I truly am. Because I most definitely called it a day in a room. And that room was the throne room. It was at least blue because guess what? I still have the Rose Scepter. So... What the hell? Let me make the study first. If the game is gonna be like that, like right off the bat, let me just make the study. Let me see if I can save myself somehow. Because I'm actually confused. Alright, that works just as well. Alright, see, now we can just test. Because I'm really confused. Like, is this not a room that can be, like, copied over? That doesn't seem right at all. The throne room, when it's not, like, it's itself, it can be copied over. So why isn't this room available? I... What? Okay. Okay. And I can't find anything online about this. No one is answering this question. And let me just keep researching this. Huh? Wait, what? No. Okay, that was April 2025. Let's see if that's still true. Oh my god, Kit is playing Yakuza again. Okay. We'll try this one more time. So, what I learned from looking up online is that the throne room of the blueprints is something that is not draftable. However, something that I didn't know was that if you looked at the history of drafted rooms, it doesn't show up. Look, it's not there. It's in between the gallery, classroom security, and commissary. And it's not there. What? So it just doesn't count as a real room of the house. So I'm just gonna have to play it. I'm just gonna have to play it normally. I'm gonna save scum though. You know, I refuse to have all that work taken from me. That's ridiculous. What a grand waste of my time. But I will say that I was kind of correct about where it was placed. Interesting. Let's make that a commonplace room. And this can be extremely rare. There's no need for it to ever come up. This is fine as standard. I don't want to change the I don't want to change the RNG too much, but yeah. Absolutely not with the lavatory. Get that away from me. This is actually really good. I guess I'll take it. It's not in too bad. It's not in too bad of a spot as long as I do what I need to do right now. Perfect. There was no reason for me to enter this room. The effect is good enough. Okay. If there's a tool shed, I might as well just take it. I mean, it's the beginning of the run anyway, so it's fine. There's a trading post, the root cellar, and then a tomb. I guess I'll get the root cellar since this is the first time I've seen it. Why is Mary's name Epson instead of Sinclair? Hmm. Search continues. Author and illustrator whose fanciful stories named Marianne Marigold was last seen by an M Friday getting into a carriage after a late. No sign has been found yet. XYZABC. Oh, I even noticed that on this. Nice. That's nice because that's linked to another clue. Coin purse. The gems are in the black box. If this is true, it's in the black box. If it's false, it's in blue or white. This statement is of no help at all. That's false, inherently. This box and the blue box are both false. Now this one. This is always false. The statement is of no help at all is always a false statement. So that means that the next two boxes cannot both be false. One of them has to be true. If this is false, then this one must be true. But that's impossible. So this one must be false. This box and the blue box are both false, which is false. Only one box is false, and that's this one. Awesome. All right, I got what I... My controller turned off. My controller died. I did not expect that. I see a hammer there. I do not see a shovel. Well, I might as well go and get it, I suppose. That makes me feel a little bit better. This makes me feel much better. That'll actually be very helpful, so I'll take it, even though it seems kind of foolish to relegate myself to one path. Seven plus 8 is 15. Flip it, you get 51. Next, you add 10 to 51, you get 61. You flip it, you get 16. Alright. That gives me more hope. This actually might be able to solve all my problems, or any problems that arise. However, I need to be very cautious about what I do. because I want to raise my chances of finding that room, right? Which means that I can't. Here, that's better, right? Yeah. And I'm on the 5th rank, so yes, okay, perfect. Okay. All right. Now I've got to figure out how to draft 8 rooms that are blue all at once, back to back. So a good idea is to definitely get as many gems as possible, which it doesn't happen when you're digging in spots, but it's worth a shot. What is that? Is that what I think it is? It is. Okay, good. All right, so I've got 6 rerolls, which actually isn't too bad right now. That could be pretty powerful. This counts as a blue room, so let's do it. The doors are open. At this point, I don't really care about making a thingy. This is another blue room. This is the Chamber of Mirrors, which I'm kind of worried about, but the walk-in closet shouldn't be too bad. All right, this is a good thing. That's good, and that's good. Okay. So now I have 8 rerolls. All I have to do is just make sure that I get a blue room, considering I've got so many ways to go. The biggest issue is just finding a blue room and also not running into any sort of locked doors. That's a problem. Or keycard locked doors, which starts to get harder past rank 5. I'll go as far north as I can. Library. Ballroom? How'd I know? Alright, and then the last one should be blue. And it's okay if it's not, because I can re-roll. Okay, so it's the music room. I'll take it just because I want to get this done. Seal unlocked. Perfect. Okay. We no longer have to worry. Now I can go ahead and make that secret passage. Okay, so things that I need for that one room. I need the microchips. I need the red battery door to be unlocked. I need a power hammer. And what else do I need? I actually don't remember. Let me see what's on the list. So where to find them? Okay, it's a normal locked door. Then I need the basement key. That's the fourth thing that I needed. I need the basement key. I need to shut off the security system. So it's every locked door. It's a regular locked door, and a security key. Then it's the basement key, and then I need the power hammer, and then I need the microchips, and then I need the red door. Then I need a burning glass. That's the seventh one. And then the eighth door is a blue door. Okay, so it's 8 doors. Got it. And I just unsealed one of them. Okay. I just wanted to make sure of something. So now I need to assemble the burning glass and the power hammer, but that's impossible to maintain both. So at most it'll take me 2 days, or it won't. Either way, before I do any of that, I need to move the things around. So I need to now make the laboratory, if I can. This is probably the best room I could have made. He says, but being completely wrong. Oh well, that's alright. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, I did what I needed to do. I unsealed that room. Now, I need to make the secret passage and the laboratory. And then we can truly begin what is the end game. The end game. It's almost done. There is kind of no need to do that, so Thank you, doggies, for the keys. Look at all these keys I'm finding. Wow, that's a lot of dirt. Amnesia. That's not good. Oh well, I need the power hammer. So I need to find a battery pack somewhere. I think that'll be the hardest thing to make, actually. The dowsing rod might be useful for this, considering I don't. Well, I still need the shovel, but like, if I want to maintain it like another day, I should probably use it. Oh man, that's not the way I want you to turn. That'll do. That will in fact do. Okay. I'm guessing it's you today. Oh, I actually opened that one. Nice. Nice, I opened that one too. Cool, not bad. Alright, so that one. It is not this one today. It's in fact this one. Okay. The boudoir is nice, but not like this. Chapel. Alright. Good enough. I could have made this with the gymnasium, but I just like the chapel, so. It's the one good red room. Because it actually has a use for you positively, which is awesome. Nothing today. Okay. My mom is laughing at something. I love how when you start with like 90, everything you do doesn't feel like it's taxing it. Like, you just kind of go along and don't even care. I think this one's just a dead end, yeah? Actually, both of them. Well, this one has to be the right one, right? Yeah. It's locked. One chiller. Actually, the gymnasium is like the best room for this. Oh, look at that. It would be nice if... Oh, look at that. Oh, it looks like it's right here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And, oh, okay, so just 2 rooms up. Okay. Damn. Okay, well, this is actually a great room to roll. No matter what, I'm going to get a room from this, which is nice. But will it be the security room? Who knows? Ah, but it is the secret passage. And that's what's important. Oh, can't make it. I don't have a gem. And I need a room that'll give me a gem, it would seem. This works, kind of. This is also what I was looking for, but it's the wrong orientation. Okay, so now the game is purposefully giving me bad options. And 2 more tries. 1 more try. Okay, that's better. Unfortunately, I did not get gems out of it, but that's okay. Because I do have another solution for this. Well, actually, oh wow, it counts no matter what. Something I didn't take into consideration was the fact that was the fact that it would cost a gem, or I would possibly find gems from something like this. Alright, now I have to use stars. Hmm. All right. Like up until 35. It didn't want to give me the thing that I needed, so we're just gonna have to do this. And it's not the end of the world that I wasted all those stars. It really isn't. But let me put in the broken lever so that the game won't give it to me when I next draft the workshop, and then I'll draft, I'll get a battery pack from it, and then, you know. But okay, yeah, that was it. I might as well just stay here. There's no room that would really be good here, to be honest. So I'm just gonna sit here. But my work is done. I've unlocked the rooms. I unsealed the room, so that's important. Unfortunately, the game did not give me the secret passage when I could have used it, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. It is still a little annoying, though, that I ended up wasting so many resources on that. And the game decided that it would be cool to give me the dark room like 3 times in a row. But, like not something actually useful. But I mean, this game just does that all the time, so I'm not even phased. Okay, interesting. Oh man, don't scare me like that, controller. It gave me the hammer. Okay. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Whoa, oh my god. That freaked me out. It freaked me out because my controller decided to do something on its own. Alright, so next I want to get the laboratory and see how many times I can, get this done. There's a red room that I haven't found yet, that I kind of like. But, yeah, I just haven't done it yet. I don't remember how to get it. 3 and 4 makes 7. 7 times 3 is 21. Flip that, makes it 12. $20 minus 1 is 19. Flip that, you get 91. Minus 20, you get 71. Flip that again, you get 17. 13 plus 10 is 23. Flip that, you get 32. Minus 20, you get 12. Plus 9, you get 21. Flip that, you get 12. This box contains the gems. This box does not contain the gems. If that's true, this cooperates with this. And it's only the blue box. The other two boxes are true. They can't all be true though. So let's try that again. If this is false though, say these two are true, this one is false. Well, I mean, there's a possibility, that only one of these is false, in which case this one or this one. If this one is false, okay, well, first of all, what we do know is that this statement is false no matter what, because if it was true, that would make all three boxes true, which is impossible. So therefore it has to be false, which means only one of them is true. The other two boxes are true. The other two boxes are not true. They can't all be false either. So that means only one of them is true. Only one box is the true box, right? So it's either this one that's true. This box does not contain the gems. Or this box is true. This box contains the gems. So if this is true, then this must be false. But if this is false, that means it does contain the gem. And they are not working with one another. If this is false, this box does not contain the gems, and this one is true, this box does not contain the gems, then this one would have to be the one with the gems in it. What's with the keys? Look at that. Another treasure map. Interesting. Rank 6. Section D, which is right next door. How many gear rooms do we have? We've got workshop, and then we will have the mechanarium, so 2. That's a bit better. Broken handle. I think we can fit the broken handle and put it in there, no? Maybe? I don't think I've tried before. Maybe I have. Hopefully the payout on that one is better. Nice. Use some money to start playing. This is the best. This is the most rewarding game, rather. That's much better. Oh my god. I hate it when the game plays the song all over again because it creeps me the fuck out because I'm like, why did it just do that? It just stops abruptly as fuck. Right, because there's clearly a key, a place to put a key into that. Sorry, a letter, not even a gem, but a letter was in there. Like, what are you talking about, dude? Just the watering can this time. No battery pack. The battery pack is in that room I was thinking of. That's why I was thinking of that red room to begin with. But it's okay if it's not here right now. I guess I'll take it. Alright, leave and come back. We water. Is there a place to refill? Not really. Another one? Interesting. This feels like deja vu. Oh, there's the laboratory. Oh, finally. It took you so long. For once, I'm actually doing one of these because that's not okay, game. First of all, that's not 10 times. What? This is not 10 times. What? Okay, I'm getting concerned now because I'm not trying to do this. Okay, so I have to go to the right, then down, 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 hallway. Okay, so boudoir, great hall, foundation, break room, hallway, dark room. Do I have a trophy room? I think I did actually make it, right? I totally did. And you know what that means. It means I can afford to open my map more times. Yeah. That was hot. That was actually really hot. I'm not even gonna lie, that was awesome. That was a lot of boxes. Not bad. Okay. I'm not prepared for this, but let's just do it. The atelier. Looks like this is where all the drafts are made. When first I embarked upon this project, it was my intent to craft inviting rooms that might appeal to the citizens of the realm. I had even secured an arrangement with a local firm which was to oversee the mass production of the floor plans. Yet now, after walking the halls of my work, I must confess that I have grown altogether too attached to these rooms. They have become a part of me, and knowing how little regard is often shown for that which I hold sacred, I find myself unequal to the selfless task of sharing them with the world. I am content with this resolution, for this house and the 45 rooms therein are more than the best work of my career. They are home. Lady Arve, project completed November 1913. The pool, the foundation, ballroom, kitchen, corridor, music room, solarium, gallery. Hey, guess what? Whoa. Mount Holly blueprints. So this look familiar? This is the entrance hall. And it looks like we have a puzzle here. There are 46 extra rooms for you to look at here. There are 46. But not quite. There's actually 45. And the 45th room is hidden, but it's like essentially like a 46 one. It counts as room 45 and 46 at the same time. It's weird. But yes. So here's what I'll do. I will solve this puzzle. So first off, let's look at what blue means. Blue is, it takes the power of the middle tile, right? So let's shift it so that it shifts. And then let's shift it so it does green now. And now we can move this over. Now let's shift this again. So we can shift it. Let's shift this again so we can flip it. And we basically want to keep this here until like the last bit. Now we have the opportunity to bring this yellow down. But I don't think that's what I wanted to do at that exact moment. But that's okay. We can bring it down like this. Think, is there a way to, oh no, there is a way to undo, and that's to do that. So I have to first shift blue over, so I can bring yellow down. In order to bring yellow down, this has to go up. Then I can do this. Then I can do that. Then I can do this. Then I can do this. Like so, and then let's shift it again so that this can shift. However, it's not complete. Whoops, pressed the wrong button. Basically, I want to shift it so that okay, I think I know what I need to do. I need to shift it so that blue is in the center. Oh, actually, it doesn't matter what I do. Well, maybe it does. I can't give up yet. And then let's think. No, I got it. Okay. Flip. And then we move this. And then we shift. Okay. Lies. So, as you can see, there's a cane and a can. This makes the letter E. This puzzle does the word lies. It's the puzzle from the previous set of rooms where you had to make them. You had to make a sentence out of the words from rank 9 all the way down to rank 1. So I kind of remember what the puzzle is, but let me just double check. Morajai puzzles. So we actually have two bits of information, one that I saw and one that I didn't, and I didn't go over it, but here is the puzzle that's hidden in these boxes. So it reads like this. Through lantern light and sketches cast, a tint of truth to find our path. a hue of wisdom to turn us right, a shade of rain to pass the light. Through lantern light and shadows past, we seek what's left of the lies we cast. So, oh my god, stop loading. What this means is that, I'm not sure if you saw it or noticed, but there were a bunch of lanterns with different colors, and you could obviously guess what colors they were, all throughout. And so there is a distinct path in which you're supposed to follow them. Now, when I put the still water on the books in the library, there was a note that says, "From prism pristine, 3 paths convene, 3 lines of light, 3 shades foreseen, 3 colors to count, a sum of 18. But the one left hidden remains to be seen." So essentially, what this means is that there's 3 colors that you're supposed to follow in order to get to what it is that you want, right? However, there's a little bit of a twist to it. Each color you're supposed to find, you're supposed to follow their rules. There's specific rules for every single one of them. So we need to go back to that other solution, or that other puzzle now, and figure out the rules. So, a hue of wisdom to turn us right. This represents, now the colors here represent the different realms. At this point, we should know the realms and their identities. So, Korarika, which is the snowy realm that was colored orange, they're known for their academics, and so they are the hue of wisdom. A shade of rain, well, we need to figure out what's our rainy realm, and that's Araja, which is purple. And finally, the green realm, which is, what's it called? Nuance. I believe that one we should always go to the left. But let's see. Through lantern light and shadows past, all the lanterns that are casting shadows keep going through intersections. Follow the lanterns that are casting shadows. Interesting. Oh, I see. We turn left at red lanterns because it says, we seek what's left of the lies we cast, right? So obviously the realm of Fen Ares is lying about, you know, its true origin. So we need to turn left on red, go straight on orange, or sorry, go right on orange, and go straight on purple. So, if we see orange somewhere, we should definitely follow it, and we should be going through 18 rooms. There's a blue lantern, so I guess we'll start from here. So we can't turn right here, so we keep going straight. However, I think I'm already wrong. I think I already made a mistake. You'll see here that the steps are also counted oddly. When you're in this big hallway, you still lose steps. When you go back here, you still lose them. Alright, so we turn right through here. We turn left on red lanterns. We turn right on an orange lantern. We go straight on a purple one. We turn left on a red one, but we can't go left any further. But yeah, this is essentially what's happening here. So now let's look at the picture puzzle riddle. These vying plans forge barren crest among Huem blessed. Now it sounds really weird, but Huem, or Hewam, is not a made-up word. It's in fact an Eurasian word, so we have to translate it. Oh, okay, look, someone actually made the route for me, thank goodness. Because I could not remember how to even start the route, but let me just figure out the way back. This should be the way back at the start, right? Yes, okay, so so I'm going to immediately take a right. And then I'm supposed to go left. I'm supposed to follow the first orange thing. Right? So I'm here now. And I'm supposed to take a left because I see orange, but it forces me to the right. So we go straight through here. And then I see another one. Apparently I'm supposed to turn left here too. Until I keep going. And then I see this one. I'm supposed to turn right into this room. And then I'm supposed to turn left again. Am I going the right way? I feel like I went the wrong way already. Let's see, this is orange and then 2 yellows are behind it. So I'm in this room. Okay, so that means I have to go this way. Yes, and then I'm supposed to turn this way. Keep going until I see this. There's the foundation. I'm supposed to actually go straight. Then I'm supposed to take another left. Then right again. Until I get here. Then I'm supposed to go straight. Until I can't anymore. Then I turn right. Then I turn left. And keep going straight. And then I turn left. And then, oh look. It's that room that I fucking hate. The archives. Then I go this way. And then I go this way. And then finally, this is the vestibule, which takes the place of the antechamber. If we open it, this was not the true path. So let's go back to our notes, right? Let's go back. So orange was not the true path, even though it was the path of wisdom. If we read it again, through lantern light and sketches cast, a tint of truth to find our path, a hue of wisdom to turn us right, a shade of rain to pass the light, through lantern light and shadows pass, we seek what's left of the lies we cast. So a tint of truth to find our path, to find it, a hue of wisdom to turn us right, a shade of rain to pass the light, through the lantern light and shadows past, we seek what's left of the lies we cast. So let's go back to the other puzzle that we got from the library. From prism pristine, 3 paths convene, 3 lines of light, 3 shades foreseen, 3 colors to count, a sum of 18. But the one left hidden remains to be seen. So the 3 colors that we see here are red, orange, and purple, right? Those are the 3 colors that we are seeing. Actually, let me find my way back real quick. The chapel should exit this way, right? And this is orange. Next to it is red. Red. Okay, so I want to go this way. So those are the colors that were, albeit, even though we had to figure them out a little bit, it's obvious that they're, part of the puzzle. This is unfortunately a red herring. Every single door, every single path out of those 3 colors leads to that same door. You open it, it glows, and it will always say that. That is not the correct door. The correct way is first we have to find the tint of truth to find our way. So there's 6 different ways to go to start from, but we know that the tint of truth is not one of those 3 colors. The tint of truth is always blue. So let's go ahead and find this. So we take a left here through the pantry. Then because we see red, we're supposed to turn left. Then when we see orange, we're supposed to turn right. Oh, also, wait a minute, there's... I think they give us a hint on the puzzle here if you didn't already figure it out. Like ponder, ruminate. Oh, actually, that's not ruminate. Oh wait, no. Hang on, M-O-O-N. Actually, it just spells moon. Regardless, orange turns us right, We keep going to orange. We turn right again. To the library. We see red. We turn to the left. We see red again. We turn to the left. We come out. We see purple. We keep going straight. We see orange. We turn to the right. We see orange again. We turn to the right again. See purple. Go straight. You see red. You go left. You see purple. Keep going straight. Keep going straight. And then when you see red, you turn left. This room was not here before. It wasn't. The last will and testament of me, the Baroness Arave. I, Arave of Mount Holly, architect, mother, and reluctant Baroness, being weak of body but of perfect mind and memory, thanks be to Orinda, do make and ordain this document my last will and testament, as I commit my final wishes to paper. May it be done so in the tapestry and color of my life's work. May it be written under the tree of creativity and in the shade of truth that has sheltered my loved ones from the villainy of country and countrymen. In that same spirit of defiance, I hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore printed on common hueless parchment. I, first being somewhat religious, give my soul to Rena, my ashes to Vea, and my remainder to man, as will be detailed in the pages and clauses that follow this foolishly superstitious passage. In the second order, should my husband Barris Thomas Sinclair survive me, I grant to him his choice of sentimental keepsake he may wish to retain in remembrance of me. As our union was never founded on material dependency, I make no provision for his future, nor for my eldest son, Herbert S. Sinclair, as he will in due course inherit his father's titles, enterprises, and fortune. However, the state of Mount Holly, its many floor plans, and storied secrets are mine and mine alone to grant, and I have neither pledged nor suggested it will be granted to either of my children. Further details concerning its disposition to follow. I do, in the third order, bestow upon my youngest son Simon my library, including its books, manuscripts, and musings, for I have long believed that Simon, much like myself, finds greater delight in the realm of imagination than in the mundane realities of everyday life. I hope he cherishes these books, for within their pages lie doorways to endless worlds of wonder and knowledge. In the fourth order, one that I suspect will intrigue those I leave behind far more than the previous provisions, I hereby bequeath the entirety of the aforementioned estate, Mount Holly, to the individual that discovers the hidden room that contains the blue pages of this document, hence styled the Blue Testament of Orave. It is my firm belief that the challenge of uncovering the secret far outweighs any other measures of worthiness, and thus I entrust my beloved home to that deserving successor, without regard to the years that may pass or their familial connection to my descendants, who may have incidentally assumed possession of the estate in the interim. In the event that any of my relations or future kin are living on the estate when this worthy successor locates the Blue Testament, measures shall be taken to ensure their continued residence without fear of eviction or forced removal. The estate, being of generous size, is more than capable of accommodating multiple parties without inconvenience. It is with the understanding, however, that preparations for eventual relocation should be made, as such leniency will not be afforded to subsequent generations. I do hereby constitute and appoint my colleague and fellow practitioner of architecture, Quartus Elysius Aaron of Trinsdale, the exclusive charge and office of executor of this instrument. If ever the 46th room of my Mount Holly is discovered and the Blue Testament of Orave be delivered unto her hands, or unto any of her descendants, I do ordain that they shall bear sole dominion and discretion to override and render null and all prior arrangements heretofore made in my stead, or in the name of my seed. I trust in her and in the generations that follow her to fulfill this role faithfully in steadfast adherence to the wishes laid out in the foregoing pages of this document. Lastly, I leave a final message to my worthy successor, you who have reached this final room, you who unearthed these pages hidden amidst the blueprints, buried beneath the cryptic words and prophecies of the past, you who have spent countless days wandering the chambers and passageways of your own curiosity, scouring for clues, hoping for answers, striving for that which you knew might forever elude you, to you for whom satisfaction is a fleeting companion, to you who stands now at the end of your journey, triumphant, exhausted, and justly proud, to you I grant that which in life I have given to no other, my esteem. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand the 16th day of April, 1952, Orave of Mount Holly. And that's it. Great grandma was very shrewd. She does not, in fact, want anyone else to own the estate other than the people who have appreciation for it and what it stands for, which is a very interesting take on that person. Something I will say. Oh damn it, I ended on the Atelier. Damn. That is all that you can find in there. There's nothing else in there. It was all for that. While she did not say explicitly that she has any sort of bias towards her children, she did explain that she wanted Simon, grandfather Simon, to find the books in the library and fill them with distilled water. She wanted him to find that. No matter what happened, she wanted him to have it. Oh, how fitting. And because of that, she did lie in the first passage where she said that she did not have any sort of bias to her children, to who would inherit the estate. I don't know exactly the characters going on with Herbert and Simon. I know that they do love each other. And that's about all I got from my very first playthrough of this game, pretty much. Nothing else. But yeah, the mother clearly did favor one son over the other, but her first son ended up finding all of this. And he read it. And he left it. He thought it would be best to leave it to his brother's grandson, which is very sweet of him. Okay. So now that that's been taken care of and seen, the only thing left is this. This is the only thing left in this estate. There are no other hidden secrets as much as you would try and find and search for. There are rooms that we haven't seen, that's fine. But no matter what you do, it's not like you can get deeper into what is there or in the state. It's like you can't find the tomb, you can't get into the black print, or not the black print, but you can't get into the castle that's still there. So no tomb, no castle. Nothing else. But there is one last thing, and that's in the tunnel. And I'll save it for another day. And I think that the correct way to go about this is to first, I need to clear the boxes. Then I need all the keys. I need the boiler room. I'm going to need the coat check. I'm going to need the antechamber. I'm going to need the microchips. I'm going to need the security room. And the utility closet if I don't already have a key card. I need a regular key. And then what else? The red box. I mean, I already said the boiler room. So yeah, that's it. That's all that's left. Almost done. All right, guys. That's it for me. Next time we'll do some more. We'll see how much more. But for now, bye-bye.